hard enough na nga, like she said that it's hard enough to make them eat healthy. But if you're not there to ensure it, then it makes it a little harder because there's guilt na involved. So that's ang bigat.
Yeah. First question pa lang yun, Yes, okay. So with all of these challenges that both of you mentioned, how did you start your journey of healthy living with your family? Or was it always that way since you got married?
You. Feeling ko kasi she's better at because you come from a foodie family and you have your character chef. Whereas me, it's always been intuitive. Like I'm not super strict. There's chips at home, there's chocolate, there's candy, but there's not a lot of it. Usually weekends lang. You know,
Because Robbie is into healthy eats as well, but he allows the kids to eat processed food, like sometimes they need to grow and experience it, but not like what Francis mentioned. You just have to limit it.
So it's everything in moderation.
But like, for example, healthy. Of course, me as a mom, that was when it started. Kasi nung buntis ako, syempre, I was more conscious of what I was eating. When I was breastfeeding, again, more conscious of what I was eating. Then when they were babies, I would prepare their own baby food. Like, hindi ko lalagay asin man lang. And then even their juice, natural ingredients. And then, nung medyo malaki na sila, sige, pwede na kayo mag-quality chocolates.
Okay, so our next question is, since this event is about traditions, so marking Welch's 150th year, what are the traditions on good eating and nutrition that was passed on to you by your mom or grandmother?
Okay, because before moving to the US, I'm really a provinciana girl. I was born in Davao. I grew up there. So of course, I was lucky enough to be exposed with natural ingredients, fresh seafood, fresh meats. And I would remember if I get sakit, like I have sipon or whatever, my mom would never give us medicines. She would take us to the beach. That's why I love the beach. Yeah, you can see.
Wait till that works. If you feel sick, you just go on vacation and then you'll be healed.
Well, I feel that the sea heals me, the salt water and all. So I have this thing for that. So therefore, since I grew up with that natural ingredient, that's what I also do. And luckily, Robbie, my husband, who's also into where he's a restaurateur, we make sure that we serve the natural ingredients as well. So he's a firm believer of slow cooking, wherein the broth is being cooked 3 to 4 hours just to bring out the flavor. So natural flavors. He doesn't hide it in heavy sauces.
Have you eaten at the restaurants? Anyway.
Oh yes, I have. I love it. You, me especially.
Yes,
That's
we
my
have a
favorite.
restaurant.
Me naman, my mother didn't cook. My mother was a working mom. And so she left it up to my dad. My dad was a cook. And tinuturuan niya ako magluto. So a lot of, masarap ako magluto. There. And I really try to keep it healthy. I don't even cook with a lot of salt or ganyan. So, ang mga health traditions that I got was actually more from my grandmother. Kasi my grandmother would, siya yung dapat lagi may prutas, lagi may vegetables, tubig lang, pwede kayong mag-cook pag Sunday or Pasko, yung ganun lang there. But I didn't think it was a tradition, you know. I just thought it was just the rules.
The norm.
Yeah, the norm, right. Yeah. So, like, and then it was coming from a time where we didn't have a lot. You know, especially I grew up with my grandparents and feed na gera pa rin. So, parang kung magsaserve man kami ng pagkain, it's always, we weren't rich, but we never got hungry. and the food was always good. But it wasn't like super fancy food either. So that's also how I raise my kids. We don't have to eat steak every day. We don't have to have fancy here. But what I'm serving you is good food. When I cook, but there are times I don't cook. But so I want that tradition of home cooked goodness and natural everything.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but most of the time. Yeah, because I want them to have fun also. But hindi rin kasi I want them to enjoy good food and find that that's the fun part,
That you can still get good food but also nutrition at the same time. And I really like what you both said, that it's all about fresh ingredients and really taking the time to prepare it and bring out the flavor of these natural ingredients. Right? So for now, actually, as you both mentioned, you're busy moms. So nowadays, moms are very busy, right? I mean, we all know. Who here are busy moms? No, yes, we have a lot of busy moms here. Yeah, so what is one tip that you want to share when it comes to nutrition that moms should always remember? So just one tip that's very important for moms.
I'm just going to repeat na lang what my grandmother taught us, which is don't like overthink it. Kasi sometimes we're like, hindi lahat ng colors ng rainbow nasa lamesa. Paano to? Or like, I have to count the calories of my children.
Pyramid or something.
Or the pyramid or what. Take it easy. Don't feel so guilty. And I just do what my grandmother did, which was there's fruit, there's vegetables, there's eggs are good. And if you want to eat it, it's there. If you eat konti lang, at least nakuha.
You're able to get all the nutrients.
Yeah, food there. Just like, don't sweat it too much. And hopefully they would learn to appreciate it more as they grow.
For me naman, I think you should really invest on home cooking. Like what you said earlier, we are all busy, so we tend to do takeouts or just buy, what's convenient out there. So, diba, it happens But like Francisca mentioned earlier, you can always limit it. Pero dapat talaga, it's really the natural home-cooked meals that we both grew up with. Or her lola from the provincial
Or
life.
even when you do eat out, because we eat out, right? My family and I we eat out every weekend. And much as the kids would love to go to the burger places and every day. Yeah. But try to steer them. Let's go to these restaurants or to these places that serve like good food. So
Wow, okay, those are really, really good tips, especially for moms and me. Well, I'm not a mom, but I could even use those tips for just my life personally. Yeah. So how about how you deal with things in general? Like, how do you relax amidst everything that's going on?
Ever relax? What's that word?
how do you relax?
Well, for me, I work out a lot. So
wow.
I'm a very hands-on mom. I wake up, prepare their baon, but nothing fancy. I have a friend here. She's bento by cat. She's super galing with all the bentos. I'm not like her, but I do get tips from her, from the ingredients that I have available in my household. So I guess I'm lucky. Plus Robbie as well. May mga tips siya sa akin. And then, I take the kids, I drive them to school, then, like, me time na. Like, I go to the gym, or run or something. So for me, that's my stress buster. Like, I need to fuel myself first in order for me to function for others.
Oh, well, that's very good advice. It's very important that you yourself are healthy and fit so that you can take care of your
I
family.
think all mothers need that certain outlet. It can be reading, or it can be as simple as going to Landers, just to lander. Like, I have one friend here that does that. Just to, and it can be those simplest things. But for me, it's exercise.
Yes.
Corny but I love doing the laundry.
There!
Yeah.
Like, that's Robbie's therapeutic thing. Like, he gets so stressed with the restaurants, with his employees. She does the laundry.
Sorry, Mom.
Wow, good
Not
news.
true story.
News
I
for
love
you.
doing the laundry. Like, I have a system. It makes me happy when I see it's organized, and then I see it in the washing machine going like that. I know it sounds sad.
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah. And then paglabas mo, ano ba yun? I feel like I'm a good mom, but malinis yung
Do you give assignments to your kids?
Yes.
Oh, you fold like that?
Yeah, I do. Like, I tell them like, okay, separate the whites and the colors.
So they know, they're aware.
Yeah, they're aware.
Wow, eventually they will be doing it for you.
Yes, sometimes I tell them to do it, but I like it too much eh, so I don't delegate. Siya na lang. Gusto ko talaga naglalaba.
Actually, you know what? I really can relate to what you're both saying because I do go to the gym as well because I know it's not enough to just eat healthy. You also have to be active.
Yeah.
And then the laundry. You know, surprisingly, not a lot of people here in the Philippines know how to do laundry. But they're missing out because you have a sense of control, but at the same time, it's soothing. Yeah, so it's funny how those are your relaxing moments. All right, so how about in stressful days? So let's talk about our stress days. In stressful days, how do you ensure that your kids still eat well and get proper nutrition? Yeah. So that's when you're stressed. So how do you still manage to make sure your kids are eating the right
It's
things?
funny kasi I felt a little bad about something last night. Kasi Friday,
Happened.
diba? So, pag Friday, automatic natatawag ako ng McDonald's. So, my husband was like, and then, okay. It was more like, wait, naglalabas ah. Okay. So,